The General Tyre LSA Surf Lifesaving National Championships is proudly presented by General Tyre. Welcome back to episode 2 of the General Tyre National Surf Lifesaving Championships for 2017. In the first show, we saw the first 2 days of racing from Camps Bay in Cape Town conclude in a mix of conditions that Cape Town threw at the competitors. The seniors event saw some epic racing, a few upsets, and by the end of day 2's competition, 3 clubs were way out front in the overall points tally. Fishhook leads right now with Marine and Llandudno second and third, but Fishhook was simply dominant in the ocean and their lead is over double the next club's points. With 1 day of racing left to go, will Durban Club Marine have enough to stage a comeback, or will Llandudno be able to make up the points and come from behind? Each year this event is held at a different venue, and with that a new club hosts the Festival of Racing. This year the competition was hosted by the club from Clifton, and with 4 days of racing, over 800 competitors, 65 officials and a massive amount of logistics, putting on this event is certainly no mean feat. Spectacular weather for the final day of competition. We go straight into the first of the finals in the ocean with the men's double ski race. This is the Formula 1 event of lifesaving, a very fast race and always one of the most interesting to watch, where anything can happen. Another strong showing from Fishhook and Llandudno here, but one can't help think that Fishhook Club has the advantage with a sterling pedigree of paddlers in that club and 8 teams on the line. They're under starters orders and off they go, and immediately we see that Camps Bay shore break interfering. That's the team of former World Surf Ski Series champion David Mocco who goes over at the start, perhaps a little too eager to get going, and they come unstuck. The rest of the field is off like a bullet. Three hit form. It's 4 Fishhook teams and 1 Llandudno at the front as they head for the Apex Can. Heading back to shore now, and a furious pace from the front 2 teams. That's the Naughton brothers, Nicky and Dom, in different teams though. No love lost between these two. They both want the title this weekend. The final push to the shore break now. It's Nick Naughton and Jaden Alfred Lurtz on the left, Dom Naughton with Craig Flanagan on the right. So let's see how it all plays out. A small run from the team on the left, and that will be all they need. Down the front of the wave they go, and they power through the white water. Nick Naughton and Jaden Alfred Lutz, the double ski champions for 2017. Fishhook also gets second and third, and wow, what a start to the day for Fishhook. And Nick Naughton, another gold for him. He's now surely in line for competitor of the event, if that isn't already signed and sealed.
Doubles, always a prestigious event at SA Champs, I think. Sort of the one you want to try and win. So we started, good jump start, both got in exactly the same time, same stroke, which is always like that's set us up, and then a little bit of a tussle halfway through, we managed to squash someone out, and then first round the can, and sort of level on the way home, and then a wave came in the shorey, and it was do or die, and we decided to go, and it paid off. So yeah, very happy with that.
So, more points on the board for Fishhook, and still a few ocean events left. A beautiful sunny day here, but the water temperature dropping to an icy 10 degrees. Camps Bay is famous for all kinds of challenging conditions, of course, none more so than bone-chilling water. Next up, the surf swims, and first up it's the ladies, with only 2 young ladies brave enough to go out there without wetsuits. The starter gets them going, and already the bunches form as they head out to the swim cans. Leading now, it's the favourite, Carmel Bilson. Not far back, his teammate Sasha Lee Nordigan and Lauren Bilson in third. The marine ladies are strong in the ocean, but don't count out the fish hook ladies. This is their backyard. They're used to these conditions, so anything can happen. 18 meters to go now, and Carmel Bilson is still leading her teammate. A big push from the chase group now, and there are 5 swimmers breathing down her neck. One wave at the right time could change everything. It looks like that's just about to happen, because Sasha Lee Nordigan gets a small wave and is now level with Bilson. It's coming down to the run up the beach. It's Nordigan from Marine, a great swim from her. She's hung in there with Carmel Bilson, who led the whole way. But as we said, that's surf life-saving. Bilson was the beneficiary of a favourable wave in yesterday's Iron Woman race, so now she won't be too disappointed.
My theory is always just to have fun, because life-saving is my passion. So going in, I just wanted to have fun, enjoy the race, but ultimately go hard from the start, and then I was just praying that I'd catch a wave at the end. I was coming second around the can, and then before last year I actually had 2 titles, so I was like, I need to kind of get my title back, so I was a little bit worried. But then as soon as I saw the wave, like, I knew not to panic, because I trust my wave riding skills. So yeah, I didn't know where she was, so I just sprinted up, gave it everything.
I had a crack of a start, used that wash back, sucked straight to the bottom of the ocean, sucked and got the shot out in front of everyone, led around all the cans, led all the way to about the wave line, and I was 2 strokes away from getting onto the wave, couldn't get on it, and the girl behind me got a crack of a wave and just body surfed past me and ran past the finish line just right at the end. Good race. One of my teammates are happy that our club took the win and the silver.
This year's event saw something a bit different thrown into the mix with the addition of a celebrity challenge. The aim of the challenge was to bring a lighter side to the beach with some fun races. Former Springbok rugby great Percy Montgomery, Paralympian Ahmed Hassim, morning TV show host Ewan Stradum, and the General Tyre LSA brand ambassador Siv Ngezi were about to find out just how hard a day at the beach can be.
Loosen up, get warm. Siv is an incredible opponent. This man is so competitive, it's just ridiculous. Percy Montgomery, I mean, come on, man, are you for real? Tough competition.
Really as I can be. But we're not sure about that, if it's illegal or not. But we're checking with the officials now.
Other competitors are complaining here that you've got an unfair advantage. What would you say to that?
Listen, hey, once we get to the surf swim, this unfair advantage is going to have to come off. So they're going to be at an advantage once we hit the surf.
First up, a beach sprint. 60 meters, not that far, but it's never easy on soft sand. Sivan Gezi not letting all that star power get the better of him and showing the crowds just how flexible you need to be a lifeguard. Or is that a ballet dancer? The Celebrity Challenge is a great way to bring awareness to the movement and sport of lifesaving, and the crowds were loving the show being put on by these celebs as they got a small taste of what it takes to compete at the Nationals.
To be a part of an event like this, I think it's phenomenal. You know, once again, just putting life-saving and what these guys do under the spotlights, and you get a new appreciation for what they do, because I think a lot of the times their work go unnoticed, but you don't know the backstory, you don't know what they've been through. So I've got a taste of that today. The fact that General Tyres came on board and also put their money behind them as well, I think it's fantastic. Camps Bay for accommodating, you know, everyone on the beach and just setting out so professionally. I think it is absolutely a great event.
What I love the most about this incredible sport is that literally you're teaching people to be better at life saving and saving lives. Here, these people are all competing in a very competitive sport to save lives. For me, I think that is an incredible sport. There's been a preconceived notion that black people don't swim, and a lot of young little black kids are drowning in water that they should not be drowning in. And I think it's quite important that the basics of swimming are taught in every single province, and I think it's so important for young kids who are black kids to be able to see a black guy who's involved in such an incredible campaign.
Saving the best for last as we hit the water for a surf swim. But not everyone was looking forward to that frigid water.
I'm about as confident as a peacock. Actually, I'm kidding. I'm thirsty. The water's too cold.
A little bit worried about the water temperature. We all know that it's not the beautiful tropical waters like Seychelles or Zanzibar, but hey man, we're ready for it. We're hot, we're full of sand, might as well swim.
You can hear that gasp as the celebs hit the water. Percy Montgomery using all the skills he learned running around the All Blacks to get into the water first. Ewan Stradom seems a little bit apprehensive to get wet here. Not sure why, it's a beautiful day apart from the 10-degree water. Siv looked like he's gone diving for crayfish while Hasim will have to come from behind. Let's hear what he had to say.
Just to see that the sport has grown so much and to have General Tyre come on board and then obviously sponsor this event, it's just quite an amazing venue. To come to something like this and to see that it's going to be something absolutely amazing, and the turnout and the publicity that it's getting is absolutely wonderful for the sport itself. Swimming is a skill that we learn, and I believe that it's a life-saving skill that every person on this planet has got to learn. So, whether you're black, white, any color, everyone needs to learn the skill, which is really close to my heart. It's something that we as lifeguards and further can prevent. And what I believe is that, with us hopefully take that initiative to try and, prevent these from happening further and further.
Some wise words from the former Paralympian. And look what's happened here. He's stolen the lead in the swim. That cold water has taken its toll on Siv and Percy, and they've been left far behind. Ahmed Hasim sneaks across for the win, and the crowd loving this here today. Some great awareness being brought to the movement and sport of lifesaving for the amazing work being done by Lifesaving South Africa and General Tyre, helping to keep the beaches safe. Back to the water's edge again as the men line up for the surf swim. Llandudno with a very strong showing here. They're looking to claw back some points from Fishhook. Fishhook individually have an imposing presence in most divisions, but it is their depth in quality from numbers 1 to 3 that saw them dominate a year ago at the Nationals. And that seems to be the case here at the 2017 Champs 2. Quite a large field for the swimmers. They hit the water. Favourites must be Summer Strand swimmer Daniel Jones. Nick Naughton will be up there. Lyle Marsdorp as well as they reach the first turn. True to form, it's Jones from Summer Strand who leads. He likes to go out hard and make the pack chase. Not much in it though. We've seen a few Fishhook caps in there as well. Big Bay as well, and that's Kurt Rautenbach. Now Jones lengthens his stroke. Heading back to shore now, and it's still Jones. Now Byron Lockhart, both of Summerstrand. Nick Naughton making a move. Marsdorp, Jaden Alfred-Lurt, all right in the mix. But there's still some distance to go to the finish. 50 meters to go now, and Naughton makes a move to the front. Back now are just two Summerstrand boys and Fishhook all in a line, but Naughton looking very strong. Into the shore break, so let's see how this plays itself out. A small wave for Jones, and he's onto it. That'll be all he needs to get ahead. Some super surf swims here from Jones. The race now on for second. Naughton squares up against Lockett, but that's all over. Gold for Daniel Jones. He showed us his ability in swimming down Naughton yesterday in the Ironman, and he takes a deserved win here today.
I knew from the start, I have to get away from the bunch so I can just come in like that because I started way on the end. Once I was in front, I cut in. Going around the cans, I almost missed the can, came in, had to come back, but yeah, that happens. I like to do as I usually do, just go out hard, get in front, get around the first boy first, and then slack off a bit along the boys and then pump it in, and it worked, caught some runs, and then in the front here finally got a wave, so very stoked.
What a day and what superb racing we've seen so far as we head back to the beach for the relays. False Bay looking to continue their winning ways on the beach with 2 teams in the final. Always a great event to watch, and as always, anything can happen. Away they go, clean out of the blocks. Kings Beach off quickly. That's Brad Oudendal. Landudno up there too. False Bay are at the back. That could be tactics with their strongest running last as they reach the first changeover. Kings Beach change first, Landudno second. Watch False Bay sharpen as they make their move. Here we go with number 3. Whoa, Strand have dropped the baton, but there goes False Bay. Just stretching it out now. Landudno holding on with Summer Strand in second now too. Into the last leg they go. It's the world champs, De Mornay. He's not going to be reeled in here. Landudno making a final push, but De Mornay has it for False Bay. That's his 3rd medal on the beach this weekend, and False Bay solidify themselves as kings of the beach.
Man, it was incredible. I had to push the guys though because I had a little bit of an injury and a niggle from yesterday, so I had to get 110% out of them. Our junior over here had a massive start against some of the big boys, and then Shaban caught up the lead. Tully just made a massive gap for me, and they made the job so much easier. Man, it was a freaking performance of note for the team, man. Man, this is just shows that the pain and the training and everything we went through and all the guts and the glory just pays off, and it's good momentum for us. And just looking at the goal ahead, which is possibly world champs as well. So showing the light is out there as well, that it just takes a bit of hard work and you can achieve some big stuff. Yeah. It's been an absolute show. It's been stunning, perfect day today as well, and the crowd has been magnificent. Obviously General Tyres making a massive senior, which has been brilliant, man. Couldn't ask for anything more.
The ladies up next, and again False Bay with 2 teams. They'll be looking for the double in the relays. Durban Surf also strong here, Landudno as well. So let's go to the line. Out of the blocks they go, and nobody is quicker than the red cap of Durban Surf. That's Mandy Maritz. False Bay trying to hang in there. Winkle coming through in 3rd. Halfway down the first leg, it's all Durban Surf's Mandy Maritz. Quick change from False Bay. They manage to hang on to Durban and they make a challenge. Durban Surf still up front. We see Marine now in 3rd. Landudno 4 and 5. False Bay now trying to eat up the track as they hand over for the 3rd leg. It's going to be close. Durban Surf stumble and False Bay are away now. False Bay all the way. They're starting to stamp their authority on this final. It's on the way home now. Melissa Orbit from False Bay. She looks really quick, so nobody will catch her unless she makes a mistake. And False Bay will cross the line first to take the senior ladies beach relay. Total domination on the beach by False Bay now. They've taken the double here today. Durban takes 2nd, Marine 3rd. Superb tactical form from False Bay here, putting their 2 fastest at the end, and that's the move that made all the difference.
So listen, it's been a long 4 years of prep for this race. We had a great season leading up to it. Had quite a massive win at Province Champs, so I think everything just went according to plan for us to be working really hard towards this goal for the season. We put in hours and hours on the beach. We are a beach specialist club. Predominantly all of our training is done sprint training, flag training, so even relay training, which is not normal for a season because you only have 2 competitions where you will be doing it. Yeah, we always knew they were going to push us from the beginning. Mandy, obviously the national champ, she's very quick out the blocks. We knew that was coming. We just had to kind of hold our own. We know we can make ground in the middle stages and spring it home at the end. So yeah, like I said, everything went according to plan.
With the beach events now over, the competition begins to wind down and only the Taplin relay left in the surf to decide the best team on the water. This is the blue ribbon event of the competition, and it is the event that every club wants to win. Landudno, Fishhook, Pirates all with strong teams here as they get underway. Board, ski, swim in that order. At the turn can, it's Suncoast Pirates 1-2 looking very strong. Fishhook and Llandudno also right in there, so there's not much in it as they turn for shore. The teams will bide their time here and make a final push for an advantage in the shore break. Into the wave line now, and it's Pirates and Fishhook leading. They find a great wave. That's Camps Bay dumper in full force today. Jaden Alfred Lutz from Fishhook up first. He's shadowed by Malik Udendal from Pirates, who just gets taken out by his board and loses some ground. Teams are sprinting across the beach. The transitions are very important as they change to the ski paddler. And look at Fishhook out through the shore break so fast, and they've got a commanding lead. That's Kenny Rice who's leading, and you can see the gap now. It's got to be a good 50 meters. Pirates now second. That's Thomas Lovemore and Summerstrand holding third. Back to the leader now, and Kenny Rice has smashed the field here. He runs up the beach and he'll hand over to Mick Naughton. Pirates on the beach now too, but it's all just a little too late. Not much help from the surf coming back to shore today, so let's see what happens here. Luke Nisbet chasing him down. And look at that Nisbet swim. He's pulled back some distance on Naughton, but is it going to be enough? Daniel Jones also in the mix now. Into the wave line, and Naughton has just managed to hold on. A superb effort by the Fishhook youngster here. He hands off to his runner, and it's all over bar the shouting. The race is on for second though. Fishhook seal their dominance on the water at this year's event with this win. What a performance by their team.
Going into this race, we felt like we had a really good chance, and just in the history of South African lifesaving, Fishhook has never won a taplin relay, so this is absolutely massive for us. It's the race to win all champs. You know, guys are training day in and day out, and to put on a performance as a team like this is unbelievable. Yeah, putting on a performance, especially in the senior arena, is great, especially for us. We got a lot of young juniors coming up. So it's good motivation to see where they can actually be one day. We got a great future, great sponsor. Thanks to General Tyres for putting this on. It's a great event.
So, the sun sets on another National Surf Lifesaving Championships. Some standout performances at this year's event, but wow, Fishhook simply unbeatable here this year. 375 points. Marine taking second with 167, Llandudno hanging on for third, False Bay's Speed Demons taking them to fourth place. What a weekend of racing. Cape Town delivered the perfect arena for competition, and the athletes left it all out on the beach. A few stiff muscles probably for these celebrities, but what a superb event put on by General Tyre and Lifesaving South Africa. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back next year. The General Tyre LSA Surf Lifesaving National Championships is proudly presented by General Tyre.